Our viewers and listeners that the general security situation remains calm and peaceful countrywide. Our operations in Karamoja against Karamojong warriors who are illegally holding guns jointly with the UPDF continue. We are also still closely monitoring our border at Bunagana, and we want to inform you that at Bunagana border point the security situation is calm. Of course, there are still concerns between the M23 rebels and the DRC military, that is FADC. The good part of it is that M23 has avoided our borderline because of the hot pursuit that we gave them when they tried or attempted to come close to the Ugandan border. So they have avoided the borderline in fear of contact with the UPDF. About 9,302 asylum seekers are being protected by the police and UPDF at Nyakabande Refugee Transit Center. Some of the residents on the other side of DRC, Bunagana, normally cross over during the night to the Ugandan side, and then in the morning they cross back to go and tender to their gardens and check on their homes. Basically that. Now we want to start by uploading security for effectively securing the funeral ceremonial events and the burial ceremony of the Right Honorable Jacob Oulanyah. So our leadership, that is the CDF, IGP, Commissioner General Prisons, have come out to thank all security personnel, those who provided security and safety at Parliament, Muyenga, at Kololo, and at the ancestral grounds, that is in Lalogi in Omoro. So it was all done in a very honorable way, and because of their diligence, hard work, and determination, the entire ceremonial activities, prayers, and burial processes was a great success. We didn't register any incident of security concern, and this was made due to the thorough security and threat analysis that we conducted at all venues. So we are therefore happy that everyone who participated in paying their last respects to the Honorable Jacob Oulanyah managed to do so safely and also returned home safely. Some of the school children got their holidays last week, and we found it important as security to come up with a few tips on how to keep school children safe and secure during the holidays. As you're aware, school children are back for their holidays. More are expected this week. Much as the school holiday is a joyous time, it is also a time where parents, guardians, caretakers, local leaders need to be extra cautious about the safety of children in their homes, in the neighborhoods, and as they go traveling and visiting. Therefore, as the holidays begin, it's important to remember that protecting children is a priority. Some of the tips we want to issue to especially parents and guardians is for them to discuss boundaries with children during this holiday, because you'll find that the holiday period brings about additional friends and family members. So you find there are some who want to come very close to the children, hugging them, playing with them, tickling them. Others want the children to sit on their laps. And so it is important to empower children to say no to unwanted touches, pictures, favors by adults or other children. The second area that we want to give to parents is abuse. Many times, adults disregard feelings from children, especially when a family member or a trusted friend or someone they think will never harm their child is accused by the child victim. The truth is that about 90% of children are sexually abused by someone they know and someone whom the family knows. Additionally, abuse can also happen at the hands of another child. So we need to be alert to relationships and activities between children when they come back at home. Then a lot of children tend to keep or to hold on to secrets. We need to empower our children and teach them how to avoid keeping secrets. Secrets are often the way abusers keep children silent, claiming it is their secret. So explaining to children that secrets are usually about something unsafe or bad is important during this holiday period. Another area is parents should limit one-on-one situations. Alone time between your child and another adult should be limited, if possible, where you cannot at least find ways of making interruptions and making observations or even dropping at home unannounced. One-on-one time between children provides an opportunity for inappropriate behaviors. One-on-one time between a child and an adult also accounts greatly for sexual abuse and other forms of abuse. And then it's also important to keep track of our children when they are going out of the home. Take time to find out where your children are going. Some of the children want to tell lies so that they get excuses. So it's important to ring in advance or upfront where they claim to be going, and you make confirmation on the other side. And finally, make sure your child knows your cell number. This is very important. Is the summons that are going to be issued to speculations over the former speaker's death. As you are all aware, the cause of death of the Right Honorable Jacob Oulanyah was clearly revealed as arising out of multiple organ failure of the heart, the lungs, the liver, and kidney from the University of Washington Medical Center in Seattle, that is in USA. But it's also important for people to note that the former speaker also attended other hospitals in Germany, the Uganda Cancer Institute here in Uganda, and other hospitals after he was diagnosed with cancer way back in the year 2019. From all these hospitals, there was no trace of poison that was traced according to the medical records that have been availed to us. Therefore, any other cause of death beyond these medical records is a dangerous speculation that must be avoided. The news of apparent poisoning of the late Right Honorable Jacob Oulanyah has continued to produce debates by some politicians and not so many family members, but majorly the father. But the public should know that in all deaths by poisoning, the identification of poisonous substances is vital. And the presence of poison in the system, in the circulation of the body and the body organs must be proven. From the medical records that we have so far obtained, There was no presence of poison in the systematic circulation and all body organs. The deceased was treated in hospitals in Uganda, Germany, and the US under constant supervision, with numerous samples being taken regularly for analysis. All the samples did not offer any clues for poisoning. So we are therefore summoning all those persons with other causes of death, including poisoning, for further interview and statement recording. These will include Honorable Godfrey Ssuubi Kiwanda. He also mentioned Honorable Chris Baryomunsi. We have Honorable Gilbert Oulanyah, Honorable Santa Okot, Honorable Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert, Boss Micho Tim, Muzelo Kori Nathan, selected cultural and local leaders, and several other bloggers. We want them to provide us with a chain of evidence regarding that other cause of death, of poisoning that they allege. If they have evidence of how the crime of poisoning was committed, they should provide that information to us beyond reasonable doubt. By whom, how the poison was acquired, proof of access to the victim, whether directly or indirectly, any parallel certificates of death, to mention but a few. So the file of offensive communication is ongoing at CID headquarters in Kibuli. Bano balina okumanya essimu eyawaka kintu kikulu nnyo, nti ayinza okwesanga nga alina ekizibu naye waba amanya essimu yawaka kibeera kintu kirungi nnyo. Ensonga endala gye twagala okwogerako y'ey'okuba nti tugenda kufulumya ekiwandiiko ekiyita abo abadde bavaayo n'ebikolwa ebyassamwasamwa ku kufa kw'omugenzi Right Honorable Jacob Oulanyah. Mukimanyi bulungi nnyo nti obukakafu obwafulumizibwa okuva mu malwaliro ag'enjawulo galaga nti ono okufa kwe kwaviirako ebitundu bingi eby'omunda, naddala eky'omutima, amawuggwe, teekako n'ensigo awamu n'ekibumba, okuva nti byali byayononeka oluvannyuma lw'ekirwadde ekya kansa. Era alipoota zino zazze zifulumizibwa okuva mu ddwaliro erya University of Washington Medical Center Seattle mu USA, naye nga n'omugenzi azze atambulira mu malwaliro, yajja atambulira mu malwaliro amalala okuva e Germany ne wano mu Uganda Cancer Institute wamu n'amalwaliro amalala, era okuva 2019 baamuzuula ng'alina kansa. Mu malwaliro gonna ge yatambulamu wano e Uganda, e Germany awamu ne US, tewaliiwo kunoonyereza kwonna okusinziira mu kumwekebejja kulaga nti yali yaweebwa obutwa. So n'olw'ensonga eyo, abo bonna abavaayo n'entaputa eyaabwe eraga nti omugenzi yafa butwa oba enfa endala yonna, ekikolwa ekyo kikyamu nnyo kubanga tolina bukakafu ku ekyo ky'oyogerako, naye ate oviirako emitima gy'abantu bangi okufa n'okutandika okusimba ennwe mu bantu ng'ate tekyetaagisa. So era mu weekend eyo waliwo abaavaayo ne debate n'enteesaganya nga balaga nti kyandiba nti omugenzi yali yaweebwa obutwa, naye nga mu kunoonyereza abantu balina okumanya nti okufa kw'obutwa kweyoleka kubanga bwe tuba tukola okunoonyereza tunoonya ddala obutwa kika ki obuba buviiriddeko omuntu oyo okufa. Obutwa tebusigala mu kifo kimu, obutwa butambula ne bulyoka busaasaana mu mubiri, mu musaayi n'okweyongerayo mpaka ekituuka mu kifo ekyo ekiviirako omuntu oyo okukola ki? Okufa. Okusinziira ku records ze twafunye tewaliwo kiraga nti waliwo obutwa obwatambulira mu mubiri gw'omugenzi. Omugenzi yali mu malwaliro g'amaanyi mu US, Germany ne wano e Uganda, ate nga bamukeberako buli ddakiika. Balina samples ze baatwalanga buli ddakiika okugenda okukebera, era samples zonna ze baatwala tewaliwo kyavaayo kiraga nti mwalimu obutwa. Obulwadde bwe baali bajjanjaba bwali bulwadde bwa kansa. So twagala okuyita abo bonna abazze n'entaputa yaabwe endala, ebikolwa ebyassamwasamwa ebyetoolera ku butwa, bajje batunnyonnyola ebisingako. Mu bantu be tugenda okuyita mulimu Honorable Ssuubi Kiwanda. Ono yalaze nti Honorable Chris bali omunsi yali alina kyamanyi. Tulina Honorable Oulanyah, Honorable Santa Okot, Honorable Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert, Boss Micho Tim omuyimbi, Muzeeyi Lokori Nathan taata w'omugenzi, mulimu abakulembeze ab'ennono, abakulembeze abalala ab'ebitundu ne babbuloga abawerako. So kye twagala eri abantu bano si kwogera bwogezi, bajje n'obukakafu obulaga nti obutwa bwaweebwa omuntu omugenzi awatali kubuusabuusa. Ani agambibwa okuba nti yamuwa obutwa buno? Ate yamubuwa mu ngeri efaanana etya? Yamutuukirira atya? Mu ngeri ey'ekimpowooze oba? Ebyo byonna baba balina okubitunnyonnyola, batulage n'ebbaluwa ey'eddwaliro eryabwe eriraga nti omugenzi yafa butwa. So bino byonna tujja kuba tubyetaaga okuva eri abantu bano bonna.